Hey fishers, I better kick off with this report. Is how good is this rain? Absolutely fantastic, obviously. We certainly needed it. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is that it might dirty the river up. Now I might update this report in another couple of days. At the moment the river's still very good, but it could colour because we had about 1.5 inches of rain last night. But let's see what happens. The Murrumbidgee River's been fishing incredibly well. Heap of fish coming out of it, bait or lure fishing. Might revert back to bait fishing for the next week or so, but let's just wait and see what happens. I'll go and investigate that one a little bit. Anywhere in the Old Man Creek should be just as good, probably similar to what to the river is, but it has been a bit dirtier anyway. Hopefully it won't get any dirtier than what it has been, but they're getting a few fish on bait out of it and the occasional one on lure, so it doesn't look too bad at all. Got a good report from Mesa. He actually went out fishing himself the other day and picked up 30 redfin. He got 3 or 4 of them over 1.5 pounds, and he kept 10 real good ones for a feed. Surprising that he caught a few, but he got them all on jackals casting. Once he trolled a couple up, he found out where they were, and just about every cast was a fish. So once you get onto those school of fish in the Hume Weir, things look really promising. So the Hume Weir is definitely worth a bit of a hit as far as the redfin go. Haven't heard of too much else coming out of it other than reddies, and it's been a little bit patchy in that regard as well. Still a few trout coming out of Dartmouth, still down about sort of 30-35 feet. Downriggers, lead line, absolutely essential there at the moment. Mulwala, surface lure fishing hasn't been too bad there, but they're not getting big numbers of fish, and they're working pretty hard for anything they do catch. From about 4 in the afternoon till about midnight, the surface lure activity is reasonable. You might get your 2 or 3 of a night if you put in a long night. Just got to put in a lot of time, that's all there is to it. Anybody want to fish Burrinjuck? Some great reports coming out of there as far as soft plastic fishing, just bouncing or rolling soft plastics up against the timber. Little 3-inch Berkeley minnow grubs are probably as good as anything at the moment. They're getting some good fish on shrimp, and all these fish happen to be yellowbelly at the moment. There's occasional redfin coming out amongst them. Anyone doing a bit of trolling is getting a few cod and a few yellows, but the blokes fishing around the timber with the bait or the little soft plastics are doing much, much, much better. Fished the Tumut River myself yesterday, and it wasn't too bad. Got 7 fish, all undersized. Got soaking wet. It absolutely rained all the time. Mind you, I fell in the water as well, so that didn't help much. But you know, it was a great time. I fished for an hour and a half or so, and I got too wet, couldn't be bothered. I'm getting too old for that stuff, and came home. But it was worth fishing, I can tell you. It was only down the day before, dropped the day before. It was about 2,000 megs. If it stays that for a few days, it should fire up quite nicely, and it's quite accessible. Blowering Dam, tough work. Morgan Jakes up there the other day, picked up 4 or 5, I think he said. Oh, 4, couple of yellowbelly, couple of cod, just on the troll. So things are reasonable there, but they're not firing by any means. Nothing of any spectacular coming out of Talbingo. It's been a little bit on the average side. Eukenbean, not too bad. A few trout coming out of there. Tantangra still a pretty bit on the quiet side. Wangler Dam getting a few fish out of there, yellows, a few cod on the troll. Up in the arms, Lachlan Abercrombie arms or up around the Oakey Creek area seems to be better than the main basin, but that could change in the very near future. So you can see we've got a bit of fish activity around us. This is the Compleat Angler's Fishing Report. Catch you next week.